For this next problem, we have a situation that we haven't dealt with yet. And the issue here is that notice the numerator has degree 4 and the denominator has degree 3. So this is improper. When you have an improper one, you have to start with long division. So you're going to do this. You're actually going to divide this using long division. I don't know if I have room for all of this, to be honest. Tell you what, I'll do the long division and then I'll erase it all, okay? Because I know I don't have space to do this whole thing. So this is going to go on the outside of our long division, and then this is on the inside. All right, now remember our goal is to get an x to the 4th right here, so that means we need an x on top. So it's going to give us x to the 4th plus 2x cubed plus x squared plus 0x. We draw the line and change the signs. And we end up with 5x squared plus 20x plus 6. Yeah, that looks good. That's our remainder. So when we did this division, we ended up with x plus, and then we have 5x squared plus 20x plus 6 over this thing that we divided by. I'm going to go ahead and factor that. That factors into x, x plus 1 squared. Okay, so that's what this looks like with long division. I need to erase this because I'll never have room for the rest of this problem. So if you have an improper fraction, the degree on top is greater than the degree on bottom, you're going to start with long division here. All right, now we are ready to split this. Now, I'm just going to ignore that x for now because I know that it's there. I'm just going to worry about this part of it, this 5x squared plus 20x plus 6 over x plus 1 squared. Okay, so notice one of my factors is x. One of my factors is x plus 1. And one of my factors is x plus 1 squared. Those are all still linear terms, so we only have to worry about putting a, b, and c. Okay, so this is what we're working with here. We need to figure out a, b, and c. The process is going to go very similar from here on out. We're going to multiply everything by x plus 1 squared. So I'm doing that to all 3 terms here. And then we're going to cancel out what we can. One of those goes away. Okay, and I'm very carefully going to write what's left over. So we have 5x squared plus 20x plus 6 equals a x plus 1 squared plus b x plus 1 plus cx. Okay, that is going to be our equation that we're going to keep coming back to. Let's see, I might need a little more space to work here. Okay, so now we're going to pick easy things to plug in for x. I guess we can start with -1. Now, for the sake of space, I might do some of this in my head, but I'm plugging in -1 into all of these x's. So that's going to give me 5 minus 20 plus 6 equals a, that's going to be times 0, plus b, if I'm plugging in -1 here, that's also going to be times 0, and then we get -c. So let's see, that gives us -9 equals -c. So c equals 9. Great. Now we're going to pick something else for x. We'll let x equal, if we pick 0, that should be good. Okay. Again, I'm plugging in 0 for all of these. I'm going to do some of this in my head just to make it faster. So this entire left side is just 6. If I plug in 0 here, that's just a, and then that's going to be 0, and that's going to be 0. So we find out that a equals 6. So that's good. Now, if you notice, if you go back up here, there's not anything else easy. We already picked -1. We already picked 0. So now we're just going to have to pick something else for x, just whatever you want. I might just pick 1. Seems easy enough to plug in. So when I plug in 1 right here, I am just going to do that in my head. I think I get 31 equals. Now I know what a is, so it's going to be 6 times, I plug in 1 here, it's going to be 2 squared. Now I don't know what b is, so I have 1, 2, so I have 2b. And I know that c is 9, so 9 times 1 is that. And then I'm just going to finish solving that. So I get 31 equals, let's see, that's 24 plus 9. That sounds like 33. So I ended up subtracting and dividing, and b turns out to be -1. Okay. So those are my answers. A is 6, B is -1, C is 9. So I'm going to come back up here and rewrite that. So remember my partial fraction, we had that x, that was from that long division. And then A was 6, so we have 6 over x. B was -1, so -1 over x plus 1. And then C was 9, so 9 over x plus 1 squared. And that is the partial fraction decomposition.